YouTube. I am Fruity Patootie.
I'm Koji.
And we are the Little Vegan Beaches.
So we are making a YouTube channel dedicated to the struggles of people who are following the Raw Til 4 80-10-10 starch solution diet and want to know that there are other people who are also struggling with the diet. So we thought that we would document the process of going through this. I'd say 4 months vegan at this point, and you are?
I'm 6 months vegan, and I think I'm only about 3 months on Raw Til 4. And I'm doing more of a Raw Til 4, and Koji's doing more of a starch solution. So we thought we should share some of our really funny, crazy struggles with this because, you know, I was so bloated for like over a month and a half, and it was so crazy. But then, you know, I realized that other people must be going through this too.
Yeah.
And so I come from a background of being a vegetarian for 8 years, but I still ate plenty of cheese and dairy and all of that. So it didn't do me really that much good to be vegetarian technically until I went vegan. And there's been so many amazing changes that we thought we should share with you. So
yeah, and I come from a pescatarian background. I was lacto-ovo-orvo, I don't know. Like I ate milk, dairy, eggs, and fish, and you know, minimal fruits and vegetables and stuff. I lost weight. I've been skinny for like the longest time. Like I'm not fat. Neither one of us are fat, and that's like the issue. Like a lot of people are thinking that like, you know, oh, I've gained like, you know, 20, 15 pounds from like this lifestyle and everything. And we're like right there. Like I've gained 10 pounds.
I know I'm up 10 pounds.
She won't weigh herself. I weigh myself when I'm at my mother's house. But it's like it can be it's really uncomfortable to go through like this whole situation. But like when I was like pescatarian, I was always like the weight would always like never an issue. Never an issue. The weight was never an issue.
But that's because of calorie restricting too,
exactly,
right?
Yeah. And I come from like a background of eating disorders, drug use, and like just like so much calorie restricting.
And starvation definitely works, just not long term.
Yeah, it's not sustainable. And what brought us both to this lifestyle was the idea that we could eat as much as we wanted, as much as we cared for, and you know, not have to worry about the weight. And like what we're experiencing now is that we are gaining weight, and you know, we don't know quite what to do. So we thought we'd make a channel dedicated to maybe navigating our way through it.
Definitely.
Like a fish. So I'm doing more of like a starch solution kind of thing. My issues right now that I'm having trouble with are bread, because I don't think I'm celiac, but I think I do have a gluten sensitivity, but I am so weak when it comes to bread. I just like bread all the time. And fat, I use oil, and I eat a ton of avocados because my body just loves fat. I love just like smashing in fat. It's terrible. Because that doesn't go along with this whole lifestyle and everything. Oh, and alcohol. Alcohol is like another one. You know, I never say no to a drink. You know, what's life if you're not gonna drink something? So those are the kind of things that I'm struggling with, like keeping to this lifestyle, I guess.
My main thing, I think I have too much sodium, but sometimes at dinner time when it comes to the sauce I want to eat, or the broth in the soup or whatever, it probably has too much sodium, but I don't know how. Well, I guess I do. I mean, if I just ate my rice plain or whatever, I just feel like sodium is a little bit of a problem. Right. And I know I probably eat a little bit more than 30 grams of fat, which is like the recommended.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I try to stay, with the fat, I try to stay right there at 30. But the sodium, sometimes I just know it's over and I just deal with it because I still want to eat, you know, what I have, or I like it a lot, or whatever. But as far as the daytime goes, that's where I know I don't get any fat or sodium really, because I'm just eating fruit. Right. You know, but my issue also is salad dressing. It's so damn hard to find a salad dressing like that's low fat and low sodium and tastes good though. So it's like kind of a struggle for me. But there have been a lot of amazing benefits that I'm having.
Yeah, me
which
too.
is like pooping is like a party. It happens every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, which is so like great. The most amazing feeling, you know, when you're like, yes, like, because you know your body's working correctly when it's eliminating correctly.
Right.
And when you have problems and you don't because I was having digestive problems before I went to this lifestyle, and if you don't go for a few days, like something is seriously wrong.
Yeah.
You know, because you know you were eating, so where is it all going? It's not going anywhere, which is just like the worst feeling. I just sometimes wouldn't leave the house because of it. Like no, and it would ruin my day that I hadn't pooped. Like
I'm the same
I
way.
can't poop. Then my day.
You have to choose an outfit based on how constipated you
Yeah.
are. Amazing.
And if I didn't poop, I don't want to eat anymore because it's like, dude, now what? Like then I'm not gonna poop that either. It's just fucking. It's my issue, but I will never leave this lifestyle because of all the poop in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like the best thing ever. And my hair is growing, I think, a little bit faster. You were saying the same thing.
Yeah, I cut my hair off like last year, but my hair has always grown really, really slow. And I had it blonde for like the longest time. And now I finally dyed it dark because I was just tired of keeping up with the roots. It's growing so fast now. And my nails too. My nails are growing really fast.
My acne, okay, because I have acne. It's just like little bumps, you know, everywhere. And I feel like it must be from the dairy because I was vegetarian for so long and like, but it doesn't matter because I was eating all the eggs, eggs, cheese, dairy, yogurt, you know, all of it. And I think in a year from now, you know, probably my skin will be clear because that was the main reason why I got on Raw Til 4. I was like, I want to clear up my face. I'm so sick of this. And lose weight too. Hey, that's an awesome plus, you know.
Right.
But I'm willing to wait a long time to lose weight because, hey, what are you gonna do? You know, you either starve yourself and do the roller coaster, or do it right and do it the hard way and the long way, and that's what I'm committed to doing. But my main goal was to fix my skin. So more videos. Someday I'll be here on a video with no makeup on, and I'll be like, oh, look at my glowing skin. But it's not today, so.
Have you noticed like any kind of like difference in your skin at all?
I don't get as many new, but I didn't before either. It's not a huge difference now from before that I can remember because I guess I should have taken a before picture. But I think I'm just slowly not getting very many new ones, and so that's good. But I think in another 6 months, I guess, check up on that because I'm gonna be patient. Like what, you know, I'm gonna be patient about it.
Because like we were saying before, like everything that we've learned from like about this lifestyle, that you just can't go back, like from everything that you've learned about it. So there's really no other option other than just fucking wait it out, you know?
Yeah,
so.
it is a waiting game now because there's no chance on God's green earth that I will ever eat meat or dairy ever again. So that's a plus.
Yeah.
You know, and like I have seriously gotten pretty far away from oil. Like I hardly use oil. And that's a plus too, but that was very hard because olive oil is delicious.
Oh my god!
And it makes everything.
It makes everything taste
Yeah,
good.
it's very good. It's very good.
It's hard, you know. That's like you know, oil is like a thing that I totally struggle with because I'm just like.
But then you get really creative. Like if you want to avoid something, you can get really creative. Like because I have a thing of like potatoes are the best with oil because it's like butter, you know. But I found that like coconut milk from the can, the thicker kind, is amazing to make like a creamy mashed potato.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's off the hook.
Oh, maybe I'll try that.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is
No
tomorrow,
fat.
so maybe we'll try that.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I know.
The
it's
whole
gonna...
bird thing. That just sucks.
Let's celebrate an animal carcass on the table.
I know. It's unbelievable. Who wants the best piece of ass? We want that ass.
Roast.
Want that ass in my mouth. Oh, that's so fucked up, actually.
It's seriously, no, it is fucked up. It's terrible. Like when you know, I'm sure anybody who might be watching this right now, is probably come from like, you know, Freely the Banana Girl or something like that, which is like how I got sucked into it. I think I was like Googling green smoothies. It all started with a green smoothie for me. I wanted to know if you could put spinach in a smoothie, and I came across Freely's videos and I just binge watched them, and I was like, holy shit, I can't believe that I've been eating eggs and milk and fish and how bad that all is for you. I digress.
Yeah,
but
there's
anyhow.
no nutrients.
Yeah.
There's no fiber. There's nothing. You're not gaining anything from eating any of it. You know, like everything that we eat on this lifestyle,
it's sustainable.
It's doing you a favor. Every single thing that you eat, you know, has nutrients and vitamins and all these amazing things that we need. And so, like, the whole meat thing just drives me nuts now, and dairy.
And you know, it's so funny. I am hypoglycemic. I was hypoglycemic before this lifestyle, so I had a lot of problems with my blood sugar, keeping it up. I'd go to work, and like 2 hours into work, I'd be so hangry, just hungry, angry, like just like so low blood sugar. My hands would start shaking. Inflammation would start being really, really hard to process. It still is, but you know, whatever. Anyway, because I'm dumb. But now it's like if I eat enough during the day, I'm carved up and I'm, you know, able to punch through everything. Everything is just so much easier. And I feel like another benefit is that I'm in a really great mood all the time. Like I do not get super stressed out like I used to. I used to have a lot of like anxiety and like depression and stuff like that. And I feel so much better now.
There's a lot of mental clarity. Like tons of mental clarity.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
You know?
One disclaimer though, I did have a couple of weeks during this that I ate soy product every day, so stay away from the fucking soy. It will fuck you up. Like I was waking up and crying and I was like, what is wrong with me?
Yes, it is the soy.
Yeah, and it was the soy because soy increases your estrogen levels, so you get really emotional. So that little tidbit of information there.
It is totally true.
Yeah. And like, let's see, another benefit from this lifestyle.
I was gonna say something, but when you were talking and I forgot it. I had it.
There it went.
It was.
I guess.
Okay. I come from an eating disordered background also, so I understand why. Because I was so bloated, I looked like I was pregnant with twins. Like I was making my younger sister laugh because it would stick out so far.
Yeah.
And it was like it felt like a balloon, like opening it and I know I didn't even eat that much to be that full, but my body was like, whoa, what's going on, you know? And like I understand how the bacteria in your gut has to change based on what you're eating.
Yeah.
And so there's been such a big change recently that it's like, whoa.
So you've gone way down.
It's gone so far down that it's just like really crazy to watch, you know? And now I notice that because I would eat like a big salad with a bunch of vegetables and my stomach would like gurgle and be like bloated and weird, and now it's like, okay, they know or it knows what's going on down there or whatever. And just before I started this lifestyle, I was getting really heavy back into bulimia for like a whole year. And so that did a number on my digestive system. I know it because you fill your stomach up and then you empty it and then you fill it up and you empty it just over and over. So pretty much my food was like waiting instead of digesting. It was like waiting, like, no, watch, we're going to get thrown up right now.
Right.
Like it was the strangest thing.
And when you do that, like your body's like, I don't know if this is going to stay in here, so I'm going to pull as many calories as I can out of this and hang on to it because I don't know if this is going to stay.
Yeah, and you soak up all the fat and calories still even before you throw it up. It's just, you know, it's too late. Yeah. It's just a weird cycle. But
no, I come from the same. Yeah,
we're both from eating disorders, so either starvation or binge purging. And all of that, so, you know, I'm guessing it's going to add a couple months on to, you know, seeing results from this lifestyle. But I'll still wait because that has been such a huge blessing in my life that I have stopped binging and purging completely. Okay, and that is like amazing because I was getting really bad right before I got into this lifestyle, and so that is such an amazing thing, you know. And I know that a lot of people from eating disorders are coming to this lifestyle because obviously we all want to be thin and fit, you know. And so if there's a way that we can do it, we're gonna jump on that
like
bandwagon.
A sustainable way where you don't have to painfully starve yourself and be in a horrible mood all the time and be hungry all the time. Or
completely isolate yourself and, you know, your life is just like about food and it's just like this strange thing. But I have overcome that somehow, which is amazing. So I will never leave this lifestyle ever. And so that is another amazing thing that has come out of it. I eat as much as I want, and because I have a naturally big appetite, so I hate the fact that it's like I want the rest of that, but I can't have it. And so like I don't have to have that anymore, and I feel happy. And that even makes me maybe eat a little bit less because I feel like I can have it. Right. So, you know, maybe I don't need it all, but since I just couldn't have it, it made me like, I really want it. So just another great thing that has happened. Yeah, and along with that, like I never cooked. Like my version of cooking would be like opening a can of tuna and like opening a bag of Triscuits and like, you know, just like eating it, you know, that like for like the longest time. I live alone. Like it's like I should know how to cook. I'm a woman. It's fun to cook. It is, and I'm finding I'm learning how to cook. Like I made a vegan apple pie the other day. And you made vegan sushi, and it was beautiful. Yes, I did. I did that a couple of times. It's rewarding to learn like how to cook and to make your own food and to like put love into it and then eat it. You know, and how to nourish your body. You know, so yeah. But like another thing I think is like
kind of a funny thing when you go vegan is that would be, I guess, considered like a complication, would be like judgment. Like people judge you. There's a negative stigma attached to being vegan.
Yeah, like you're weird, or that
you're condescending.
The best thing is my favorite is when people say, "Oh, I could never." Yeah. And it's just like, oh God, you're so funny, because I swore I would never, ever, ever, ever stop eating cheese because it was just my number one key to my heart. Mm-hmm. And now I look at cheese as holy shit. Yeah. I cannot eat that. It is so bad. I try to snatch cheese out of my mom and sister's mouths. Don't eat that.
Throw it on the ground.
When I used to be the one bringing the cheese to the house. I got 4 different kinds of cheese for us to munch on today with some crackers and wine. So things change, and some people are just so stubborn and ignorant that they'll say things especially, you don't even say anything about being a vegan or anything, and someone will just be like, oh, I could never be vegan. It's like, who even asked? Okay, that's fine, then don't.
Or they'll do the thing where they go oh, you're vegan,
ooh,
yeah.
Dang.
It's amazing. I'm not judging you, oh, you eat meat.
Oh, so you eat the cheese, huh? Okay.
Right, exactly. Okay. I feel like we as vegans have a responsibility to promote a positive kind of attitude towards being vegan, because if somebody can look at you and be they're oh my God, they're so happy with what they have, with their lifestyle and their everything, maybe I should go along with them, rather than being totally abrasive and aggressive about it and just being do you know how that's made? Do you know by eating dairy that you're promoting the keto industry? That kind of stuff. It's not conducive to gathering people and changing the world, because honestly, I believe that veganism is a way of the future,
Dude, it has to be. That's the only way the planet is going to be saved. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and the more people that can, promote the lifestyle in a positive way, the better chances are that the world might go vegan one day.
Yeah, and thank God for the internet and YouTube and things, the more people... I love seeing when there's 17-year-old girls who are vegan and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm yes.
I wish I knew about that in high school.
Exactly. Get the young people in it. And because the young people are the future and they are the power. So if we can get as many of them vegan as possible, then their kids will be vegan, and it'll be such a beautiful transformation. It'll be amazing. It'll become
more of a societal norm to be.
And another complication is restaurants. Okay. You're kind of in trouble when you go to restaurants. For example, one of the salad dressings where we work, I did not know, but it had mayonnaise in it, but you really wouldn't know that. So if you're going to a restaurant for the first time, you have to be really careful with what, you never know. Okay, in our little chili red salsa, they have chicken broth in there, and I never would have known that had I not gone over there and looked at the ingredients thing. And I'm lucky I did, because I ate that a few times and I just didn't know. And then I ate that dressing 2 days in a row with mayonnaise, which really lit me up. But what are you gonna do? I should have looked at the ingredients before I ate it. But if you're at a restaurant where you don't work there, you can't see the ingredients and stuff, so you have to be really, really careful. And I guess one complication is that there's not that many vegan restaurants.
Right.
But it's another thing about the future. If as many people were vegan as possible, menus will start to change, and there will be more options. Yeah. There's some places that have they serve full animal products, and they have a separate vegan menu, so at least people are getting hip to that. Yeah. But that's, I guess, another complication, when people want to go out to eat and stuff, you got to be very careful.
Oh, it's kind of a nightmare, actually, trying to navigate a menu. Yeah. Especially okay, say you don't have your fucking phone on you. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You have to Google everything to see what's in anything. I had a salad at some restaurant the other day, and it was just a little Chinese salad, whatever. But I said to the waiter, I don't do meat, dairy, eggs, or anything like that. I'm vegan. And he was like, oh, well, there's the rice noodles are cooked in chicken broth.
Yeah.
Is there really any, why don't they make it with vegetable broth?
Yeah, exactly.
The flavor would be exactly the same.
Yeah,
I think
true.
Chicken broth is probably more expensive than vegetable broth anyway.
Yeah. I just went to a restaurant with a group of friends from work, after work one day, and we were at, I think Fridays. We went to Fridays, and I ordered, everyone was getting these happy hour appetizers, but it was nachos and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just have white rice. That's a perfect go-to.
Right.
White rice is safe. Clearly there's nothing on it, it's just rice. And but I was telling the waiter still, I was like, I'm vegan, I just want some white rice and maybe a little green salad with any dressing that has no animal products. And of course it's not I feel bad sometimes asking the server like to look that up because they're
Right, 'cause
like,
you
dude,
feel
I
like a
don't fucking
pest.
care. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me? I have to go look at, but whatever. Anyway, the manager came out and said, are you vegan? And I said, yeah. And she goes, well, we make our white rice with butter. And I was like, I love you for even caring, because what if the manager didn't really care,
Right.
you know, and
You
didn't
would've
tell me
just
that? I would
assumed
have
it was
just
like oil
consumed
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have just seen like who knows how much butter,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's crazy. So that's a complication, you know, restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
But you just got to be real careful and like get sauces on the side and like, you know.
And the more that
really
people
careful with
ask
that.
for it, and the more people request it, you know, the higher the chance that one day there will be more vegan options on a menu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But for the most part, cook your own food, make your own food.
Yeah.
It's way cheaper and better anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, and then you get the experience of learning how to cook finally.
Yeah, it's cool, and it's so much easier than people think.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. It always usually involves some hot water,
Yeah.
some fire. Just it's not that big of a deal, you know. You're just heating stuff up.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
so long-term goals for me. Was that
Yeah.
what we were going to next? Okay, my long-term goals obviously is to be really slim. I've always, especially it's obvious since I come from an eating disorder that I want to be thin, but I don't want to be thin and starving and thin and unhappy and thin and
Right.
like, you know, can't do what I want to do. And so this, I have a lot of faith that it's going to work for the rest of my life. And that I will be, you know, thin as I can be, and that's totally awesome. And I also want my acne to clear up, and I will be keeping videos posted about my skin because, you know, it's gonna be exciting when that happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love this because Freely, Ravana, Christine, Fully Raw Christina, they're already 10, you know, 8 years into it.
Back up.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, Ravana is, I think, only like 2 years into it. But either way, they're all already thin and fit and already thriving. But we thought it would be cool to make videos because we're like in the beginning stages.
Right. The uncomfortable, bloaty.
Yeah.
I mean, we're now
in-
post bloaty, I
Yeah.
guess, but we're still like in the uncomfortable, like, oh, my
Like,
fucking
should
jeans.
I do this? What am I doing kind of phase.
Right, right.
So,
And still struggling with, you know, consuming too much fat and all of that stuff. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And so if there's anything you want us to talk about, you know, leave a comment or whatever, and we'll try to answer as best as we can. We're not doctors or nutritionists or personal trainers, but, you know, like we are pretty dang informed about all this. And there's like, well, Durian Ryder and Freely, like they give a lot of information too, and I love that they've been in it for so long. But
Yeah.
we just wanted to put a perspective of like a newbie. Like we're noobs,
Yeah.
and we're just on this roller coaster. We don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, we do know what's gonna happen, but we don't. So like, we just thought, you know, we should share this
Yeah.
crazy experience because we make each other laugh. Like, girl, I am so fucking bloated. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not leaving the house today because I look crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucked up.
I took some pictures, like just in my underwear one day when I was like so bloated, and I was just like, okay, one day when I'm not bloated and this finally works for me, I'm going to share those pictures, but not those yet.
Yeah,
But,
and that'll be a perfect before and after.
Yeah,
it's
for
like,
sure.
look, and that'll
Yeah,
be a great day. But as for
exactly.
now,
yeah, to show that it actually does work. But
yeah, we're the newbie
Yeah.
little vegan beaches.
we're like little vegan bitches, and I think that was like the main reason that I wanted to our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
Little Vegan Beaches, because it's like, you know, vegans can be so condescending and
Yeah.
very aggressive and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
promote positivity. All right. So I believe that concludes our very first YouTube video.
Yay!
High five.
Boom!
We did
boom
it.
and boom!
We were very nervous and scared, but I think it came out. I think it came out really good.
Yeah.
I guess. Affirmative statement. Subscribe. And she is Fruity Patootie on Instagram, and I am Koji on Instagram. So there you have it, guys.
And she is COGEY.
And you are.
And I am Fruity_Patootie, PATOOTY.
There we are.
Check it
We'll
out.
put
I
links
post my
below.
food all the time.
I know she does. It's good.
Yeah.
I eat my food. I don't even have time for pictures.
Yeah.
so-
Sometimes I forget all about it, and I'm halfway through, and I'm like, no, this was such a nice
It was
smoothie.
pretty like 30 seconds ago, and then I ate all of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Ciao. I do want to get an appetizer, though. I always do that.
What is this place called?
The Loving Hut.
The Loving Hut. We're at the Loving Hut right now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
how they put mint in those too. I love mint. Maybe it's basil.
Yummy.
Oh, yeah.
We're grocery shopping at the market. How do you tell like a good persimmon?
It's going to be very, very soft, but not like mushy soft. But you don't eat them unless they're really, really very soft. They're like a fragile fruit.
All that for under $20.